all start? Like most people here, I've experienced the unusual business challenges. Lost catalogues, victim mail-throughs, out of stocks. However, most of my difficult challenges were personal, especially in the 1990s. My marriage, my health, my work, my finances, my elderly family, you name it, it all disappeared. I was only job scrap heap at 40. Occasional temporary work eventually turned into permanent work in 1998. Cleaning, she found me 20 months later, after I resigned as financial controller of a medium-sized company. Taking on much more responsibility than in my previous positions, I realised I wasn't receiving the support that I needed to work efficiently, so I sacked the boss. I needed to come off benefits, but did not want to work for anyone. Clean Easy catalogue came through my door. I completed the day slip. Jim turned up with a DVD. I signed. At that time, I was in the process of preparing my home for resale, and I had several projects to complete. So I started retailing on a very spare time basis. It was 6 months into my Clean Easy career before I began serious business development. Hearing about Stephen Lane Shepherd retailing to gold to qualify for cans in 2007, I became very inspired, so I consulted Steve and then started placing 150 catalogues a day, quickly growing my customer base and achieving 10 and 13% within 3 months. Joanna joined me in September 2007, and the team turnover quickly turned to a 15% bonus level. In November 2007, I announced that I was leaving Fleet to follow a dream and move into Weymouth on the south coast. I left my customer base in the capable hands of Joanna, and this shows the benefit of building a local team, as all my hard work of building a customer base would be staying in my business and helping my team as I moved away. That December, I decided to fracture my wrist on my final pickup before Christmas. I refused to travel in the ambulance until Joanna was contacted and arrived on the scene. She was in the middle of shopping. Joanna collected another £50 worth of orders and acted as my taxi for the next few weeks. Steve Shepherd kindly packaged my orders, and I contacted the customers to come and collect. February 2008 saw me moving with my said wrist into my new life into sunny Dorset. Wrist plaster, I could not start retailing until late March. Not knowing anyone, I began to build a local support network and quickly became part of the village life. A month later, I started to build a new customer base. Within my own village, I decided to seek a high profile, with most villagers now recognising me as Mr. Clean Easy and the man who wears shorts and t-shirts in the winter when I'm out on my regular training runs. I support and help at as many events as possible, and am now totally accepted and welcomed by the local area. During the early months after moving, I started to realise the strength of Clean Easy. Although not retailing strongly, I received regular bonuses of over £100 from the efforts of my team. So I'd already created a residual income, and you can't get that from a job. Steady retailing and team building saw 18% achieved in October 2008, with all my team qualifying for recognition at 2 consecutive millionaire colleges. Up to this time, my PIN level had never dropped. Excuse me a moment. In April 2009, with a team turnover of £7,150, 21% was achieved by some incredible but unsustainable retailing. So 18% became the norm until April 2010, when 21% was achieved once more through increasing the number of active team members, thereby creating a more sustainable business. The final jump to gold came in June. Joanna, who was frontline to me, suggested her team would target 21%, with 2 new members of her team striving for their 13% levels and strong efforts from the rest of the team. This was possible. At the end of week 2, my upline, Steve Shepherd, contacted me and confirmed I could go gold with a concerted effort over the final 2 weeks. Joanna's team going for 21%, and with 13% by myself and Tim, it seemed achievable. The emergency and an energy suddenly appeared in the team. Extra catalogues were acquired and dropped off to offset any disappointing pickups. On the final Saturday before the end of the period, I travelled to Fleet for a training day on Sunday. Wondering should I spend the evening watching football, I decided to visit Joanna, only finding myself collecting catalogues late into the evening. In the last few days, a lot of phone calls around the team kept up the momentum. And despite several challenges, my team and I never gave up. With 2 days to go, gold was only 600 points away. By the end of the period, we had turned over £9,250. With lots of new levels and incentives reached. This incredible effort results in 6 members of Aspire being eligible for recognition today. Fiona receiving her Fast Start Bonus 1, Tim claiming his registration refund, both Chris in Africa and Chris Thirlby achieved 13%, and Joanna reached 18%. How was all this achieved? Well, my initial inspiration came via the Shepherd dynasty, with Stephen Lane's story of retailing to gold and cans in 2007, and then with Jeff and Maggie being targeted as friendly rivals. Both of us had progressed at a similar rate. Jeff and Maggie finally beaten me to gold with some incredible retailing in period 6. One more gold period and should see Stephen Lane on their way to Hong Kong. Regular attendances at meetings provided a drip feed of belief and positivity, as well as teaching on the basic steps to success. Getting team members to meetings is vital. The change in Tim after coming to Millionaires and other meetings has been amazing. Chris Thirlby announced after the last Millionaires he was going to qualify for the next recognition parade at 13%, and he has. His big goal now is to save £10,000 towards a trip to the 2014 World Cup in Brazil, and he's well on his way.